لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون.
الحمد لله رب العالمين وأصلي وسلم على حبيب المصطفى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. The name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most merciful, the most beneficial, the one that's created us and asked us and enjoyed us to worship Him. May He subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us, Ya Hayy Ya Qayyum, to obey Him on this, Ya Kareem Ya Dhal Jalali Ikram. May He subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the Jannah, Ya Rahman Ya Rahim Ya Dhal Jalali wal Ikram. My brothers, my sisters, as we are talking about Surah Al-Baqarah and we are learning from this surah, this wonderful surah of the cow, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it for us, Ya Hayy Ya Qayyum, as a very perfect act of ibadah. Ya Rahman Ya Rahim Ya Dhal Jalali wal Ikram. My brothers, my sisters, the first theme of this surah, is importance of obeying the law. The importance of obeying the law. So we can see this, we can find it very obvious in the first bulk of the first juzu of this surah. Even let's say the Qur'an as a whole, as it comprised of the first half of Surah Al-Baqarah. So Surah Al-Baqarah, as we know, is the largest surah in Al-Quran Al-Kareem, and the core theme of this surah are the laws of Islam. So, and the importance of obeying them. And that is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned a lot of stories in this surah. The story of Adam alayhi salatu wasalam, and how Iblis refused to bow down for Adam alayhi salatu wasalam. And how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, and He said, He is our leader. Inna Ibrahim kana ummatan qanita. So He is our leader. And all the prophets, they were children of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, as he is the father of believers. So this surah, my brothers, my sisters, was revealed to the Prophet ﷺ in Medina. So, and we know that in Medina was the first place of the Islamic State. So then the Islamic State was being formulated, and the importance of the laws was crucial for the successful foundation of the state. So if we wish to, for instance nowadays, if you wish to revive Islam today, so the first step is to go back to treating the law of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the priority in our lives. So most of the law in this surah are addressed to the believers. The very first commandment in the Qur'an al-Karim is addressed, as I mentioned, to all of humankind. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, "Ho mankind, worship your Lord. Ya ayyuhan nasu, budu rabbakum. Ya ayyuhan nasu, budu rabbakum." So this is Tawheed. This is the Islamic theory. This is the Islamic monotheism. And in the first and the most, and this message is the first and the most emphasized command in the Al-Quran Al-Kareem. And every human needs to acknowledge Tawheed before anything else. So, and this is the key actually to success in this life and thereafter. So in order to emphasize the importance of obeying the law, the first juzu, the first part of the Quran Al-Kareem is full of stories of those who disobeyed the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the first story mentioned in the Quran Al-Kareem is that of Adam alayhi salatu wasalam and Shaitan. And Shaitan's refusal to bow down to Adam, or to bow to Adam alayhi salatu wasalam, which was the first act of disobedience against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the Almighty. So the story of Adam and Shaitan is repeated throughout the Quran due to its historical and more significance. So this story teaches us about the origins of mankind, the beginning of evils, the danger of arrogance and the purpose of life. This story as well should be studied carefully, my brothers, my sisters, and reflected upon to discover its many lessons. So this part of Al-Quran Al-Kareem, this juzu, comprises of the stories of Bani Israel as well, and how time after time, in a variety of different ways, they violated the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as well as the consequences of them doing that. So these stories are remarkable, similar to the different ways in which many Muslims today violate the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Almighty. So one story which stand out is the story that this surah is named after. A murderer had occurred among the Israelites, the Bani Israel, and they asked their prophets, Moses, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with him, Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, to assist them in identifying the murderer. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed that they should sacrifice a cow, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reveal who murderer is. So the people did not take this seriously and began to ask a multitude of questions. So each of which restricted actually the type of cow they needed to slaughter, to sacrifice. So eventually, after they had made the law too difficult upon themselves, they had to search for a very specific type of cow. So, and only after slaughtering it was the murderer made clear to them. So we should not be asking questions about what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already made so general for us. This is out of mercy from the Almighty subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the story of this, the lesson that can be derived from this story, my brothers and sisters, is to avoid asking unnecessary questions that will make the religion or this religion stricter than it needs to be. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has purposely left certain rules, certain things general, and kept silent on other things as a mercy to us. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us and open our doors to understand this and to be benefited from it. Ya Kareem, Ya Dhal Jalal wal Ikram. So too many questions, my brothers, my sisters, about minute issues lead to the establishment of laws that are too strict and not in keeping with the goal of the Sharia of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or i.e. Removal of hardship. So taysir, removal of hardship, and as that is one of the main principles and one of the main interests of this wonderful religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So nowadays, my brother, it is quite common from Muslims to find in so many Muslims communities stressing themselves over certain minute issues, making the laws of Islam to be very strict upon themselves than it needs to be. So we should just learn from this lesson, and it will be, idhnillahi ta'ala, be a very guideline for us in how to deal with certain things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala left for us as general, or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kept silent on them, because this is just a mercy for us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala open our doors to understand this. Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu la tas'alu an ashya'in tubda lakum tasu'kum. Oh, the believers, do not ask about certain things that if they were revealed to you, if they were mentioned to you, if they were elaborated to you, it will cause you certain harms. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from harms. May Allah protect us from all evils. Ya hayy ya qayyum ya dhal jalal wal ikram. Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala, in the next episode we talk about the second theme of this wonderful surah of Al-Baqarah, Till then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون.